Hello, students. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever it may be, whenever you're watching this. My name is John McQueen. I am actually going to be giving you a little quick intro video here today. So I'm super excited to be leading this course, and I hope that you're excited to be a part of it. So I'm what they call the instructor of record for this Introductory to Social Science Research class. And we're going to be going over just some of the quick housekeeping rules as well as kind of a who am I? So let's get to it, right? So for this course, we're going to be focusing on learning about the importance of social research or social science research and why it matters to you in your everyday life. Like, why do you have to take this class? Why is it a prerequisite? We're going to be learning about how to find and read research papers, right? And how to develop a sense of media literacy, which is really important. And when it comes to determining the credibility of sources that you read and how research can be used and misused, right? It's really important to know that. So during this course, you're going to be learning about the basics of quantitative and qualitative research and how to really evaluate and use research. So really, overall, this course is really aimed at helping you learn to become a knowledgeable consumer of not just research that's out there, but also research that's in the world that we might see in every day, such as people pointing videos inside media or your friend sending you an article. How do you read that? How do you understand that, right? How do you do vertical versus lateral reading? You learn these things, right? So for this course, each week we'll begin on a Monday and end the following Sunday, except for the final week of the course, which is slightly longer, right, to accommodate the final exam. And there are, I think, if I'm correct, I think I am, four main types of assignments associated with this course. The first group is quizzes. And so this is included or includes the syllabus and the academic integrity and the writing resource quiz. You will have to use Respondus Lockdown for these, and I encourage you to also use the practice versions to make sure that when you are setting things up properly. So you have to be very familiar with Respondus Lockdown, but we'll get to that. Both of the quizzes are available in Module 1, right? And are due at the end of week 1. So we have that week structure and schedule, right? The next category is examinations, right? There will be 2 for this course, so not that many. There will be a midterm exam that will be due at the end of week 4, and this will test you on information from modules 1 through 4. The second is the final exam that will be due at the end of week 7, and that will test you on information from modules 5 through 7, right? So that's important. You will also complete what I call knowledge checks or KCs, right? These weekly knowledge check assignments, and these will just ask you questions about the course aimed at helping you really learn the material that relates to each module's learning objectives. So there are assignments that you can do as many times such as these as you want in order to get full credit. It's really aimed at focusing on you learning rather than just knowing how to memorize and get the certain score. I want you to know this information. As mentioned, you will be using Respondus Lockdown for this course. Please, please, please make sure you have a working knowledge of how the system works, know the things it does, it doesn't do, how it restricts, what it doesn't restrict. That'll be in the syllabus, so please read that. I know for some this can be annoying, but academic integrity is extremely important as we move into this more precarious time with technology and authenticity tools. So tools like this even the playing field so that those who are putting in all the hard work are able to be on a fair ground of those who might be wanting to quickly get through something. And so I take academic violations of integrity very seriously, and I want to make sure that you're getting the proper praise for doing the proper work and doing it in the proper way. And I want all students to have the same chance. So I will be using Respondus Lockdown in this asynchronous online format because I don't have a chance to work with you in person in this class. In addition, you will complete 7 research-related class assignments, so 1 each week essentially. And these assignments are aimed at helping you practice concepts that we learn about that specific week. And in the modules, kind of learning materials, right? That's where you're going to find it. And you can find more information about each of these assignments within the very detailed course syllabi that you do have available in this class. Please go through the syllabus. It's very, very kind of straightforward, highlights what you need to know. It's very clean. You're not going to have issues, I hope, on understanding it. To build a sense of community in our class, each week there will be an optional post unsighted discussion boards that will provide you with an opportunity to connect with your classmates. And I hope fun topics, since you'll be picking some of them, as well as you'll have extra credit towards Yellow Dig and all this good stuff. So you're not required to post in these discussion boards, but I really highly encourage you to interact with your peers on these discussions as a way of virtually connecting with other students in your course. Now, I want to pause right there and say something to you. I also know about the discussion board dilemma, right? I usually only use Yellow Dig to try to get past this, and I'm not doing it this time around. Please don't respond with things like, yes, that is a wonderful post. I really appreciate your thoughts on that. I think that you really opened up my eyes to this concept and you made brilliant decisions. Thank you. Talk to each other like you would talk to each other out in the real world. Because if we treat these discussion boards like just the memes that the internet has around them, you're only limiting your own experience, right? So try to engage with other students in this course. Our course also has a community forum discussion board. I don't check these on a regular basis. I personally think it's more for y'all's service to help each other of issues you've had within the Canvas. If you need something, email me. If you haven't, you can write stuff on there and I'll check it when I get the chance. But if it's time sensitive, email me. Email my TA. Make sure that you're not leaving this into a place where you don't get responded to fast enough. Sometimes I see in course evaluations people mentioning, I posted on a discussion board, I didn't hear from the professor. That is my fault and I should get better at that, but I do want to make sure that you are being heard, so please email me. I will respond to questions in email as soon as I can. I'm very much attached to my phone, so I will read that. So to get started for this course, I recommend, not even recommend, I highly advise that you read the syllabus word for word and the welcome announcement to familiarize yourself with expectations and the requirements for this course. I'm personally really looking forward to working with all of you this semester and teaching you all how to become knowledgeable consumers of social science research and even just knowing how to read articles so that you can properly vet what you read. As you're working through this course, please don't hesitate to reach out to me with any questions via email, as I'm really here to help you. A little quick TLDR about me, since I know this isn't supposed to be a super long video. I am a career faculty member here at Arizona State University. I teach a majority of my courses in person, but I love when I get a chance to teach online as well. I had some really cool opportunities where I've had online students, brilliant students like yourself, come before their graduation cycle and sit through one of my in-person courses because they wanted to have that experience. And you're always welcome to do so if you're ever in town here in Tempe. But I want you to know that I care about this system. And I know everyone learns differently. Online asynchronous learning is different. But I do want to say that I hope you really enjoy this course. I hope you reach out and touch base with me. This class is run on a much more asynchronous method. It has a pretty straightforward syllabus. And I want you to know that you'll get what you put into a course like this. It's what I tell my students in my careers and sociology class. So that does a little bit more asynchronicity. If you want this class to teach you how to consume media, consume research, consume literature, and be a better person from it, you can do that. If you just want to get through it, that's also something you can do. I don't love that, but it is a reality. So I hope you take this seriously. Welcome to this fantastic class, FAS 290, Introductory to Social Science Research. My name is Professor John McQueen. When you're emailing me, please refer to me as Instructor McQueen, Professor McQueen, or McQueen. I don't really like Mr. McQueen. Maybe it's my own thing because my dad's still alive and it makes me think I'm like my dad. And I kind of think it's a little too informal to call me John. So Professor McQueen, Instructor McQueen, or just McQueen. But I'm excited to have you in this course. Welcome. This video is probably a little longer than it should be, but you'll learn over time. I'm a talker. The way that the PowerPoints are set up, the lectures you'll be getting is you'll have me in some weird box where I am reading to you and talking about the slides. It's not the most like insanely intuitive method, but I hope it helps. It's going to be supplemental, right? This is going to give you information about what we're covering this week. Then I expect you to watch the videos that are on the modules to help increase your knowledge and read the things that you're supposed to read. Please do the work, because if you do the work, you'll get the grade. And if you don't do the work, then you may get grade, but you may not learn from it. My goal is to teach you. I don't want to hinder you. Welcome to Introductory to Social Science Research. My name is Professor McQueen. I'm excited to have you in this class. Let's get to it, shall we?